Crystal Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. I'm not going to be on camera today. I have another abscess tooth and I'm really swollen, so we are just going to do our craft. Excuse the cough. And this is what we're going to be using. Some scrapbooking paper from Hobby Lobby. I don't know what you would call this, but they sell tons of these in the Crafter Square section of the Dollar Tree. A little frame on a stand, I don't know. A wooden egg from the Dollar Tree. We're going to be using some of this. I don't remember. I think they just call it mesh tubing. Some various Dollar Tree ribbons. And Mod Podge, probably. That's about it. Oh, probably a little bit of antiquing wax, sandpaper, things like that. So, yeah. Excuse me. I hate to cough on this camera, but it's too hard to edit them out. So I'm so sorry. Please bear with me. So we're just going to get started. And I am just going to paint this or stain it in our Waverly Antique Wax, and we can take this little paper out. We're not going to need that. So we don't even need to bother taking those little pegs out unless you want to. So we're just going to start painting our little frame in the antique wax just to zhuzh it up a little. There we go. You're not really going to see the round part of this anyway, but I will do it just for consistency's sake. Mostly you just want enough on here to stain your wood. So you're giving it some dimension. Not going to see the back side of this anyway, but we're going to just do it for consistency. Oh, let's make sure we get our edges. I'm sorry if my voice sounds funny. I'm very swollen. I am just having a heck of a time with my teeth. I don't know why. I take good care of them, but I have diabetes, and that's what they're saying is happening. They're all rotting at my gum line. Just one of those things. I had the best teeth in my family at one point, but now with diabetes, and I think out of my brother and my sister, I'm the only one with diabetes. So I did used to have the best teeth, but now I have the worst teeth. Pretty soon I'm going to have no teeth if this keeps going. So I am working with the dentist. We do have a plan actually in motion as we speak. But it's just been very upsetting to me. Yeah, I'm sure everybody understands that, right? It's upsetting when you're losing your teeth and there's nothing you can do about it. I just went to the dentist to have a filling done. As you know, taking good care of my teeth. Trying to get in there and take care of a tooth before it becomes a problem. Well, the only reason I even knew that there was a cavity in that tooth is because it showed up on x-ray. Because it didn't bother me. That tooth had no pain. So I went in and I had it fixed, and now I am in excruciating pain. The filling, the dentist filled the big filling, the big cavity, and the cavity was touching a nerve. So that's why I'm in pain, and then it never went away. So I went in and I had my filling done, and then I was in pain, and I'm like, okay, that must be from all the Novocaine shots in my gums, right? My jaw. So a week later, it's still hurting, and I'm like, okay, it shouldn't really be hurting that much now. I'll give it a few more days. And then it started getting worse by the minute. I finally called the dentist and they're like, oh no, that doesn't sound good, so come on in tomorrow. So I came in the next day and found out that the nerve, the filling is hitting the nerve, and it irritated the nerve so much that it caused an abscess. And so fun, that's what I'm dealing with right now. So now I'm on antibiotics and they're gonna have to pull my tooth. So I didn't even have pain in that tooth and now I'm gonna lose it. So I'm just gonna give this a little blow dry with our heat gun so that we can touch it and all the things. I hope everybody else is okay. I know there's some really bad winter colds going around right now, and allergies. I don't know about where you live, but in Florida, the allergies are starting to kick up. Okay, so that should be pretty good for that. Put that aside. Now we're going to take our wooden egg and our scrapbooking paper and Mod Podge. First we got to trace it, but this is going to be a little different because alright, let's do it this way. Let's trace this egg out. Oops, I still have this part on here. Okay, so we'll trace our egg. Cut it out. There we go. Save our paper. Okay, now I was gonna put this, see how this is beveled? I don't really like the beveled edges, so I was gonna put this on here, sandpaper away at those edges, and then I was gonna fill it in those little edges right here. But I think I want to put the paper on the back and still go around the edges, okay? So we're going to use the beveled side as our back piece. And I'm just going to Mod Podge this right onto my egg, and I still will sand the edges. I don't even need to take that tag off. That won't be in our way at all. I don't think we'll see through it at all. I probably put a little too much Mod Podge on here. See if we can get some of that back in the bottle. I don't know why I was so heavy-handed with that, but there is too much here. Way too much. Let's hold it. There. Alright, so now we'll spread it out evenly, making sure our edges have a good coating on them. And then we'll just lay our paper down, use our little scraper from the Dollar Tree, and we will use that from the inside edge, from the inside out, making sure that there's no wrinkles. Getting around the edges really good. Okay. And then if you want to trim off your edges with scissors, you can. But once this is dry, I like to go around and just use my little sanding block. This is the one that I use. I also use these from the Dollar Tree, and then I like to just give it a little sanding, and I'll show you what it does. It takes those, trims those edges right off. Usually wait till it dries a little bit more, but you can just sand those edges right off. So I'm going to put this down and let it dry just a tad bit more because I can feel it sliding with my thumb and it's too wet. so it doesn't really want to sand. So I got to slide this back over because it was sliding with my thumb. All right, so we're gonna just let that dry for probably a minute. Probably even use the heat gun and dry it. Okay, so while this is drying just a tad bit more so we can do our sanding, let's work on making a cute little bow. Now the bow is going to end up down here in this space, so we're only going to use one, maybe we'll double it. Let's double it. Let's say 2 of this cool Dollar Tree, what did they call this? Like a mesh ribbon. It's sorry, terrible tooth pain when my upper teeth hit my bottom one. So I forget what they called it because the tag is gone, but it's really cool. It's brand new this year out at the Dollar Tree. I think I'm going to put one green one on here too, just one piece of green. I don't want to overbear it. So this is what I'm doing. I bought these ponytail holders from the Dollar Tree. Sorry, I had a phone call. So I bought these from the Dollar Tree. They're just ponytail elastics, and I just put them over my ribbon to hold them. Just thought I'd show you that. All right, so we have 2 of the white and 1 of the green, and then I am just going to do a couple of the same thing, the XX, and we're going to put a couple more X's. You can see that those are not even quite the same size at all. But that's okay because we're going to cut it so it fits. And then we're going to cut a piece of this cute ribbon also from the Dollar Tree. So 1, 2, and 1 more in the pink polka dot. Whoops. We'll do this one in the pink polka dot. I love this cool, cute new, it's Grosgrain, and it's the Offray brand, and it's all over the Dollar Tree right now, and the colors are the most adorable, and it's such good quality. It's just so cute. I just love it. All right, so now we are going to take a little tiny cable tie, which I forgot to get out previously, so let me dig for one. All right, looks like this, and we're gonna just put it around the middle of our X. This is tricky ribbon here too. We're gonna cinch it up. Let's cinch it up. See, cinch it up. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I got our X. This happens all the time, so don't worry about it if it happens to you, because it happens to all of us. All right, so we're going to pinch this up right here in the middle, and then we're going to take our little Dollar Tree tie, and we're going to try to get it around there. It's easier using the Dollar Tree tie for me than it is another piece to tie. So you go ahead and use what's easiest for you. But I'm going to stick to this little Dollar Tree tie because it helps me tremendously. And before I tie it all the way tight, I have a little time where I can manipulate my ribbon. See, it's not tight, so I can still pull and twist and get that ribbon into place. Okay? Something like this. And now I'm going to pull it tight. Okay, so now I have this cute little ribbon that we're going to trim. I'm going to trim it off. just like so. I think that is so cute. Flip this little side up here. It does have a little mind of its own. And then we'll just take the tail off the back here. We don't need that, so we'll do that. Okay, so there's our little bow. I love it. It's going to sit down here. And then we're going to sand off this little egg. Going all the way around it. It's just easier to do it this way than to trim it and miss some of it or get your edges. This way it looks like a finished product, you know, like it came from a store, already made this way. And I get my paper at Hobby Lobby when it's on sale, so I get it 4 for $1. And it's almost every other week like that. So see the nice tight fit we get around it? It was made for it. Okay? Now, I am going to take a little bit more of my Antique Waverly wax because I just want to tone it down a little bit, antique it up a little bit. Let me just get a little bit on my brush. And we'll dab most of it off, okay? Put this back under. We're going to dab most of it off of our brush. I'm just going to use the brush we used before. And like I said, dab, 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 dab. Till it's almost a dry brush. And then coming in from the outside edges, all the way around. Am I on camera? No, I'm so sorry. Oh, trying so hard to keep this on camera, but for some reason I gotta move my camera because it's not comfortable wherever it is for me to be on camera here. So see what we're doing? We're darkening up the edges just a little, and we're coming in from the outside in, because I want it to be lighter in the middle and darker on the edges. And that's about all we want. And I just toned it down, antiqued it a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to cover up our Waverly so we don't have spillage. And then we're going to take this out of our way. We're going to take our hot glue gun. And I'm going to decide whether I want this on... I guess I do want this on the back here. I mean on the front. So I'm going to put that right on the front. That's going to be the back. But, you know what? Maybe we will pull these out just because it looks like something is missing. But you can always cover the back if you want to. But I'm just going to glue my egg right on, and I'm going to use the bottom of this, and I'm going to line it up with the bottom of this. So I'm going to put all glue, I'll get that glue burg on, and then we're going to put all our glue right around the circle, the frame. And then I'm just going to glue that right on. Just like that, and hold it for a few minutes. Like I said, you can do something to the back, cover it up if you want, or you could make this two-sided even. I only have the one egg today, but you could definitely make it double-sided. That would be cute too. Alright, there's that. And then we're just going to add a couple of glue dots down here. Oh no, before I put that down there, I wanted to take some of this mesh tubing. Looks like this. You get it at the Dollar Tree. And I wanted to just glue some around like the egg. So I'm just going to start right here at the bottom. I'm going to hold it down, And I'm just going to run a small bead of glue as far as I can go without losing control. About there, and I'm just going to glue my mesh tubing down. I thought it would make a nice little detail to the finished product. So again, we're going to just run our bead. All the way around. Holding it on. Maybe I need this closer this way because I'm more here. Oh, listen, I am so sorry. I have been trying so hard to do a good channel for you guys. I get going, I'm doing something every day, and then I get sick or something. It's just Satan trying to get me, I know it, but we're not going to let him. We're going to keep on going, even if we have pneumonia, even if we have an abscess. We're just going to keep on going. Because we're not gonna today, Satan. Not today, Satan. I'm just gonna put a little tiny bit of glue there just to finish that off. And that is very hot, but I'm holding it anyway. I think that added a nice little touch to the front, don't you? Yeah. Alright. Now, here's a look at it. Now we are going to... Is that right? I don't know. But anyways, so cute. Now we're going to just add our bow, and this project will be finished. So I'm going to try to put it like right in the middle of our stand. Like so. I'm going to hold it. This is so cute. It's just a little shelf sitter. No words, nothing. Just a cute little shelf sitter. You don't need a Cricut. You don't need anything. All of the supplies here are from the Dollar Tree, except for the paper. I wish Dollar Tree would sell craft paper, but until they do, we have to go to Hobby Lobby for that. Look how cute this is. I just love this. Let's turn this and show you how cute. How cute. Hard for you to see. Whoops. Hard for you to see that way. Alright, everybody. I hope that this craft was cute. I think it came out adorable. And if you liked it, I hope that you will go ahead and share this video with your friends and family and social media, because sharing is caring, and I need the help. All right, everybody. I hope that you are well and that you be good and do good. Bye now.